live on YouTube. So YouTube is now up and running. I'm going to connect to my guys on Discord as well. So if you guys give me just 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and give me 1 second here, guys. Come on. Hang on. 1 second here. I'm having to. There we go. All right. So let me do this. And all right. So I'm gonna leave that up for just a second here, guys. Like I said, I'm getting stuff lined out here. So let me go over to. Let me go to. Let me see. Voice chat real quick. Okay. All right. So we should be good to go here, guys. Let me double check and make sure we should be good. So, okay. All right. So we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. I'm going to get TikTok up here in just a little bit here, guys. But this is the more of the story. If you're just now tuning in, we do have a tornado warning down here in Lafayette and Miller counties here. Let's go ahead and kind of talk to you guys about that here. So the tornado warning for southwestern Lafayette and Miller County is going to go into 4:15. A tornado producing storm was located 20 miles southeast of Atlanta, moving north at 15 miles per hour here. So this is going to be for the potential of a damaging tornado. This is radar indicated potential here, and that's going to go for our folks down here in southwest Arkansas. So we got a lot of folks that are tuning in right now. This is very unexpected. We did not have any tornado threats in Arkansas today, but this is just a system that is coming out from northeast Texas. A little bit of instability that's beginning to move in for the for Sunday storm system, and we've got just enough low-level shear for you to have the potential of a low-end tornado threat down here in southwest Arkansas. So anyone that is down here in southwest Arkansas, that's just to the south of Texarkana, make sure that you take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible and get to the lowest level of your home immediately. To repeat, this is in southwest Arkansas. This is not in Little Rock, Jonesboro, anywhere like that. This is in southwest Arkansas, south of Texarkana here. We've got the track. It's going to be moving into Lafayette County here, guys. And like so before, just looking at this this rotation real quickly here. Let's take a look at that real quickly. And that, just from the latest scan compared to what it looked like when it was down in northwestern Louisiana, it looks like the rotation is starting to kind of broaden out, which is great news. That's what we want to see. But we are going to kind of keep an eye on things as we move over the next couple of minutes here. So I've got my team here, Chandler, Heidi, and Kim. If y'all can hear me, I wear this earpiece, by the way, so they're in here. If y'all can hear me, let me know. But right now, like so before, we've got that tornado warning down here in southwest Arkansas. If you're just now tuning in, like so before, we're not expecting a tornado outbreak today. I just want to make that clear. This is just a renegade storm that's coming out from Louisiana. There was a tornado threat down in East Texas, West Louisiana today. There was no risk for Storm Prediction Center for us here in Arkansas. We're just catching one of these tornadic storms that are coming out from northwestern Louisiana here. Okay, so my folks in Texarkana, just stay where you are. I know the tornado warning polygon does not include downtown Texarkana, but we got a lot of people that travel through this way. So make sure if you know anyone in the Falk area or near Texarkana, take your tornado precautions immediately. Chandler, I know you're in here. Please tell me I'm pronouncing Falk right. I don't know if it's I don't know if you can hear me or not. Okay, Falk. Okay, all right. So I was making sure I was pronouncing that town name right. Right now, just looking at the area of rotation, as you can see, let's take a look from what it looked like when the storm went toward. And good amount of rotation here down here. This is in northwestern Louisiana, by the way. So folks that are tuning in, I want to repeat, this is in southwest Arkansas. It's not in central. It's not in northeast Arkansas, north Arkansas, anywhere. This is in southwest Arkansas, down here south of Texarkana. But this is what prompted that tornado warning earlier on. And now we can take a look at the area of rotation here. It's moving into Arkansas, which we expected. No instability here. Things are not quite just ready yet for severe weather here in Arkansas. The area of rotation is starting to broaden out. So we're going to wait and see what ends up happening as this continues to move to the north here. But definitely that tornado warning remains in effect here. So what we can do real quickly here is I'm going to go ahead and kind of give you guys a street level view on where this is at this current point. Okay, so this is your road network real quickly here. So this is going to be Interstate 49. All right, and this is also going to be Highway 71 over here. So the tornadic part of the storm, where we're looking at for the potential of this thing producing a tornado, is just to the west of Interstate 49 down here. This is in northwestern Louisiana. This is in southwest Arkansas. I want to make that crystal clear. This is not in central or northeast Arkansas or anywhere in those areas. This is for our folks in southwest Arkansas at this current timing, okay? So right now, this is where the area of rotation is. This is Interstate 49. That's going to be 71. What I can do real quickly is give you guys more of a better tilt real quickly. Give me just 1 second, okay? And it's going to be kind of like this, okay? So there's Texarkana. There's Interstate 30. There's Interstate 49. There's 71. That's going to be Highway 160 over here. So this is going to be your area of concern. Right now, as I mentioned before, the area of rotation, thankfully, is weakening as it moves into Arkansas because Arkansas's environment is not capable of producing widespread severe weather, at least not yet. So this is good news. If this trend continues, I can see them kind of dropping the tornado warning as the storm moves further into Arkansas. Obviously, we want to err on the side of caution, especially with these types of setups here. So anyone that's traveling on Interstate 49 right now that runs from pretty much from Texarkana all the way down to Shreveport, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions, like stopping that's getting into a gas station, grocery store, restaurant. You don't want to be on the roadways whenever you're dealing with a tornado warning, especially with this juncture, because this thing could produce a tornado at any given moment. But we're keeping an eye on it right now. Like so for the area of rotation, looks like it's dying now, but whenever you deal with these types of storms, they can what we call recycle. They can go in a period where the area of rotation looks like it's not going to do anything, and then they can recycle back up once again. So to repeat, we do have this tornado warning down here in southwestern Arkansas. It is going to be, I believe they dropped the tornado warning for East Cass County. That's in, I do believe that's in northeastern Texas here. So tornado warning remains in effect. Southwestern Lafayette County and southwestern Miller County until 4:15. A tornado-producing storm was located 18 miles southeast of Atlanta, moving north at about 15 miles per hour here. So it's not moving terribly fast, so that means you've got time to react. Looking at the latest scan here, it continues to lose that area of rotation, which is great news. So if this trend were to continue, then that will likely result in the tornado warning being canceled by the National Weather Service. That means that the tornado is lifted. This storm is no longer severe. So that's good news that we're seeing right now on the radar. But like I mentioned before, we have to err on the side of caution whenever you deal with these types of systems here. So we're going to zoom this down, but I'm going to kind of give you guys more of a perspective and leave the road network up, excuse me. So there's Interstate 49. The area of rotation right now is going to be right there along the Arkansas-Louisiana border. That's going to be County Road 31, County Road 182. Let's see, County Road 79 over here. So just kind of give you guys more of a perspective of where this is. If you've ever traveled from Texarkana to Shreveport, you have to take Interstate 49. This is just to the west of Interstate 49 down here in southwest Arkansas. So this is now moving from northwest Louisiana into southwestern Arkansas. So I want to kind of give you guys more perspective on where this potential tornado is at this current time here. So there's the tornado warning right now. This is going to be south of Highway 160. This is also going to be just southwest of Highway 71 and to the west and southwest of Interstate 49 down here in southwestern Arkansas. So just like I said before, just those that are tuning in, this is kind of like a renegade storm that's coming out from Louisiana that produced a tornado warning. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know this is just kind of like a last second deal with the tornado warning right now here, but we do have some good news. Like I said before, we can kind of take this back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So this is what prompted the tornado warning, the confirmed tornado warning earlier on when it's just to the west of Interstate 49. Really good area of rotation, and whenever you're looking for that tornado potential, whenever you're looking at radar and you're trying to figure out what the velocity means, whenever you see that green and the red kind of combine as one, when they kind of touch each other, that's where that rotation is, that's where that tornado potential is. So this was earlier on, this is at 3:45, good amount of rotation here, that's what prompted the tornado warning, but you can see with the last couple of scans, it looks like the area of rotation has broadened out, which is great news. I still see some resemblance of rotation that is now coming into southwestern Arkansas. This is just to the west of Interstate 49, by the way, but it is nowhere near as impressive as it was earlier on about 10-15 minutes ago when it was down in northwestern Louisiana, which that kind of makes sense. Arkansas, the environment here is not terribly conducive for severe weather just yet. I don't know if you guys have seen the Sunday risk that we've talked about earlier on the page. We'll get more into that in your evening outlook tonight, and then obviously we're going to have a live stream about that tomorrow. But right now, the environment is not conducive for widespread severe weather here in Arkansas. But we're watching that because that atmosphere that's down there in Louisiana and Texas is moving north. That's what's going to help that severe threat on your Sunday time frame. So right now, like I said before, area of rotation is just to the west of Interstate 49. I'm going to zoom this out, kind of give you guys a little bit of perspective of where this is. Okay, here's Little Rock. There's Mena, there's Arkadelphia, there's El Dorado, there's Magnolia, Texarkana, DeQueen, and the Cross area. This is south of Texarkana along Interstate 49, just to the west of Interstate 49 here. I want to make this clear for those that are in the comments. Little Rock is not in direct danger at all. I want to make that crystal clear. We're not expecting a tornado outbreak tonight. We're not expecting widespread severe weather tonight. This is a situation that a storm came out from northwestern Louisiana and moved into southwestern Arkansas. National Weather Service, being as proactive as they are, putting the tornado warning out just to be on the safe side here. So that's what this is what this is for. Like I want to make that crystal clear. I know a lot of people, the anxiety's up right now, especially what's coming up Sunday and what's coming up next Wednesday. I want to make this clear. Tonight, we are not expecting a widespread severe weather or tornado outbreak here in Arkansas, but we are going to kind of keep an eye on these storms now that we've prompted one tornado warning. If we get other storms that come up from Louisiana, we will keep an eye on that as we move into this evening, into the night. But right now, this is just a sole tornado warning at this point. The tornado warning itself is going to go until 4:15, the next 12 minutes. I'm going to double check a couple of things here, guys, just to make sure that I'm not missing any kind of reports here. So you guys give me just 1 second. I'm going to double check and make sure that we are good to go here. Okay, so let me see. People are asking about closed captioning. I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be turned on? I'm not sure. Like I said, folks, this was just kind of a last second live stream here. We were not prepared for this type of live stream today because we didn't have a tornado risk here in Arkansas. So I will have to look into that. The closed captioning is on our side here, so I'll look into that real quickly. So yeah, we'll deal with that at another time here, guys. Okay, so yeah, everybody can hear me. Looks like we're not seeing anything. Thank you, Heidi, for that. Not seeing anything on our debris indicator. Looking at the rotation right now, it just looks like it just broadened out here. So I'm fairly certain what's going to end up happening at 4:15. If this continues, we are going to drop the tornado warning, and then we're going to be good to go here. But this was just kind of a situation. Storms coming out from northwestern Louisiana, moving into southwestern Arkansas. We can take a look at your debris detection right now here. Not seeing anything. Let's go back here. Earlier on when it was down here in northwestern Louisiana, looks like it did produce a brief tornado for just a little bit, but it looks like that tornado has lifted, but we're going to keep an eye on things. We can take a look at the rotation strength right now here, and it doesn't look like that this storm is going to make it as it moves move north further into Arkansas, which makes sense. Your environment's just not supportive just yet. But just looking at things right now here, we can back this up to where when it was coming out of northwestern Louisiana, as you can see, there was the area of rotation that was just to the west of Interstate 49. That moved north. Looks like the rotation has pretty much died off. So we're going to hang on tight. We're going to be here until 4:15. Anyone that's traveling Interstate 49 right now, if you pulled over, you're at a gas station, grocery store, etc., you're seeking shelter, just kind of hang tight for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see what this thing does as it moves further into Arkansas. But right now, really good sign. I like what I'm seeing on radar now. It's even better with the latest scan here. That rotation is just pretty much gone now. So what's going to end up happening is we're going to hang tight. Let's see what the National Weather Service does with this tornado warning down here in southwest Arkansas. I fully anticipate them expiring this tornado warning at 4:15. But we are going to keep an eye on things here, guys. So let's go over to how the normal way you would look at radar here, guys. We got a good amount of rain down here in southwest Arkansas. This is as a result, and when I'm going to pull this up, this is as a result of a system that's coming out from southwest southern Texas that's moving into our area, what we call a MCV low, or let's just call it a low pressure, put it in layman's terms. And it's somewhat similar to what you would see in in the middle of hurricane season, where you have one of these systems that make landfall, the area of rotation around the system itself, you get a good amount of instability. That's how you can get one of these, renegade tornado warnings and stuff like that here. So this is not expected to be a widespread issue. Obviously, we will keep an eye on things as the system moves further north into Arkansas. Let's take a look at your instability for just a little bit here. As you can see, your best instability is down here in down here in Louisiana, East Texas. Not yet here in Arkansas. This will change drastically over the next 24 to 48 hours. I want to make that crystal clear. But right now, our environment is just not quite ready for severe weather just yet. But we will keep an eye on things as we move in this evening and into tonight here, guys. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to kind of make that clear, because there's a lot of people that are coming in right now, thinking this is Little Rock or in Jonesboro, something like that. It's not. It is down here in southwestern Arkansas, just south of Texarkana, along Interstate 49 at this current time here. Okay, so what I can do real quickly here, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and kind of give you guys a regional look real quickly here. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is your current radar here in Arkansas. Not much going on in North Arkansas, Northeast, or Central Arkansas. All your activity down here is in southwestern Arkansas right now. And then that tornado warning down here along Interstate 49. I think they're going to let this go at 4:15 here. I'm in communication with John. He works, he works with us. He's our director of media. He's kind of the bridge between us and National Weather Service. So he's going to let me know if they plan on extending it or anything like that. But right now, I think we are good to go here. Okay. So, yeah, this warning, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Yeah. It was, what ended up happening is first of all, there was no risk from the Storm Prediction Center today. Matter of fact, I can show you guys that graphically here. There was no risk today. All your activity, and this is what kind of caught us off guard, is because Arkansas was not conducive. The environment here in Arkansas is not conducive just yet for severe weather. That's going to change tomorrow, and definitely on Sunday. But our environment here was not really conducive for severe weather today. What caught us off guard was, you had one of these renegade storms down here in northwest Louisiana. Tornado warning got issued. And now it moved north into Arkansas, and the rotation pretty much died off. So this is your risk for today. Let me kind of zoom this out. There's your risk. It's all the way down here in East Texas and Louisiana. So that's why we were kind of like, our stuff here in the studio is already preset to go live at any point. So it doesn't take long for us to just jump on live if we have a situation like this. But, we didn't expect this in Arkansas, because obviously you don't have a risk. Here in Arkansas, mainly was down there in Louisiana and East Texas here. So that's why there was like a surprise factor. I was like, oh boy, do we have a tornado warning? So we were here. We had everything preset, ready to go. Right now, I think what's going to end up happening is that tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire. We can take a look at the rotation detection just for a quick bit. And I'm not seeing anything here. We'll keep an eye on this little activity. That's just to the east now of Interstate 49. Looks like a little activity is trying to get going over here. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but right now I'm not seeing much in terms of what it was down there in northwestern Louisiana, where it was a very tight area of rotation. And I wouldn't be shocked if it did produce a brief tornado down there in northwestern Louisiana as it was moving north. But right now, just not really seeing anything just impressive. In terms of this thing producing anything. What I will do is I will kind of put a new track here. I'm going to keep an eye on this new area of rotation here. I'm going to zoom this out. I'm going to put it let's move it to north about 20 miles per hour. So that's going to be for the Falk area. Pretty much paralleling along Interstate 49 down here in southwest Arkansas. Right now, it looks like it's going to be on County Road 4, County Road 30. That's just to the east of Highway 71. So 71 and Interstate 49 just kind of parallels along with each other down there, southwest Arkansas. So we'll keep an eye on this. Right now, Heidi says she's not seeing any damage reports. That's great news. Like I said before, I wouldn't be shocked, if it's like a delayed report, if there was a brief tornado down there in northwestern Louisiana here. But right now, I'm just not seeing anything that would, lead me to be worried about this thing being on the ground. Obviously, the tornado warning still remains effective 4:15 here, but just not seeing anything right now that would lead me to believe that this thing is on the ground doing damage, stuff like that. We can take a look at your debris indicator here, and I'll keep an eye on it. There is a little bit of air rotation starting to get going. along Highway 71 down here. That's just to the east of Interstate 49. There's Bradley, by the way. That's Highway 16. That's Highway 160 that runs pretty much out of Lafayette County down into Louisiana. And then, like I said, there's Interstate 49, and Interstate 49 pretty much connects Texarkana to Shreveport. So right now, like I said, I'm just not seeing anything here. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's go over to your rotation strength real quickly here, and it's very weak right now. It's right there along County Road 4 down here, and I believe this is going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, this is Lafayette County down here, or Miller County. Lafayette is let me double check and make sure I got that right, because this tornado warning kind of caught me off guard. So let me double check and make sure that's going to be for, yeah, okay, all right. So it's pretty much, yeah, it's right there along Interstate 49. So right now the area of rotation just looks pretty weak. Not really seeing anything that it looked like when it was down there in northwestern Louisiana, but we'll keep an eye on it here. Let's see here. I will keep an eye on this right here, because if this one did it, we'll keep an eye on this storm coming out from northwestern Louisiana, kind of once again running along. Okay, so it's Miller. It's Miller. Okay, yeah, it was Miller County. All right, so I'll keep an eye on this one because it looks like it's trying to get going once again. But like I said, Arkansas's environment right now is not conducive for significant severe weather, which is great because we obviously don't want severe weather because we have enough of it coming on Sunday and on Wednesday of next week. And as a matter of fact, I looked at some long-range guidance earlier on. There's actually another risk that could potentially be happening as we move past Wednesday here, guys. So things are going to be active enough. We don't need today to add on to that. So this storm in particular looks like it's just pretty much weakened. I think this tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire. We'll keep an eye on these other storms that are coming out from northwestern Louisiana. I will personally keep an eye on this activity because this is kind of all by itself out here in central Louisiana. Like I said before, Arkansas's environment is not really conducive for significant severe weather as of now. Obviously, that's going to change over the next 24 to 48 hours, but we'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep an eye on some of these renegade cells that are coming out from central Louisiana. That activity will move north into Arkansas later on here. So I'll zoom this out, kind of give you guys perspective. There's Little Rock, there's El Dorado, there's 167, there's Interstate 30, there's Interstate 49, and then there's your tornado warning here, which another minute or so, they're more than likely going to drop that tornado warning here because it just no longer shows any kind of rotation here. As a matter of fact, what I will do is I will go over to Shreveport's radar on our other software over here just to double check and make sure. But right now, I'm not really seeing anything that would warrant this thing. Like, I'm not seeing any kind of tornado debris indicator over here. I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to look up NORAD. NORAD looks very, very weak. That's your normalized rotation. That's the rotation tool that we use to kind of determine if this thing's on the ground or not. Looks very weak. Your velocity, I mean, there's a little bit of rotation that I will personally keep an eye on. That's right there, just a touch to the east of Interstate 49 right now. But, I mean, it's nowhere near as impressive as it was. It was coming out of northwestern Louisiana. Just looking at everything right now, as a matter of fact, 4:15, tornado warning has been dropped. So what we will do is kind of give you guys a little bit of reassurance on what's going on here, okay? This is a disturbance that's coming out from East Texas. It's going to bring a good amount of rainfall as we move into later on this evening and into tonight. Obviously, we will be on standby if anything occurs. Not expecting any significant severe weather here in Arkansas, but we will keep an eye on things here. Obviously, the studio, we have, fortunately, the brand new studio that we have, we are already preset to go live at any given moment in terms of any kind of emergencies. So if anything does happen tonight, we will be here. But right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to hop off of coverage. We're going to have radar updates on the page. And then what we're going to do is tonight, I'm going to have an evening video talking to you guys about your Sunday risk and your Wednesday risk. And then what we're going to do tomorrow, and I want you guys, I have everybody here. We don't have a certain time frame just yet. I'm assuming it's going to be some sort, probably tomorrow evening. We will be live going over Sunday's threat. Sunday's threat looks very significant for us here in Arkansas. And then, like I said, unfortunately, there could be a situation where we have what we call a 48-hour break before our next significant severe weather threat on Wednesday here. So be sure to join us live tomorrow. We'll have that time. I'm going to try to do it I'll try to have a time for you guys first thing tomorrow morning. That way everybody's can kind of schedule to kind of sit down and watch the live stream. But what I want you guys to do tonight, okay, I want you to go over your severe weather plans while I have everybody here, okay? I want you to sit down with your family and friends tonight and go over your severe weather plans. If you wait to the last possible second, it's gonna put more stress on not only my team, first of all, but it's gonna put more stress on you. And it's going to put more anxiety on you because if tornado warning happens, you're going to be scrambling around trying to figure out where to go and stuff like that. I want you guys to go over those safety plans tonight. And when we talk about safety plans, by the way, that is, what to do when there's a tornado warning. Obviously, that's getting away from the windows, that's getting away from the exterior walls, getting to that lowest level of your home. Preferably, if you have a storm shelter, great. Speaking of, we have, I will tag our brand new tornado shelter sponsor. You guys probably saw him earlier on. If one of my guys can tag them in the comments, that'd be great. Get in contact with them. They can set you guys up here. But I want you guys to go over those tips tonight. Okay, don't wait till Sunday to go over it because a lot of people will be like, okay, well, things can change between today and Sunday. I don't see this changing much between them. As a matter of fact, things continue to uptrend more as we approach Sunday than downtrend. So I want you guys to go over those safety plans tonight. Okay, do us and yourself a favor. Go over those safety plans. If you got plans on Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, I know there's a lot of church, church activities, a lot of outdoor activities that happen on a Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Plan ahead. If you plan ahead, it is going to save you a lot of time, especially during those big weather events here. And then, like I said before, not only Sunday, but I want you guys to pay attention to Wednesday as well, because I personally think as big of an event Sunday could be, I think Wednesday could be even bigger than what Sunday's trying to do right now here. So we'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, we'll have a live stream tomorrow. We'll answer your questions and stuff like that. We are going to hop off the live stream. The tornado warning has been allowed to expire. We are going to have radar updates, stuff like that, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But that's pretty much it. So we're going to have the evening video later on. We're going to have the forecast later on and stuff like that here. So that's all I got for you guys right now. We'll continue to keep you guys updated. Right in your source for all things Arkansas weather.